Welcome. Today TV presents Detroit Today from the Motor City. Be sure to stay right there. Our guests tonight are the Mantras. Hi, I'm Bill Brewster with Detroit Today. You know, once upon a time there was a Detroit that everybody loved when the city was a mini Paris of the world and automobiles motored the city. Quality entertainment and entertainers is becoming more and more evident right here in the D. Detroit City, its region, that's our focus right here on Detroit Today. My crew and I have traveled the city far and wide and found some real hot spots and developed stories we want to share with you. Be sure to tune into this week's show.
Great. Now what am I gonna do? I hit a pole, sweetie.
You're okay, right?
Yeah, but who should we call?
Body by Mark.
Of course, Body by Mark.
Body by Mark, your first choice destination for all auto body work. Eco-friendly, owner-operated, 2 spray booths with over 120 years of combined work experience. Mention this ad and receive $200 off your next auto project.
We're visiting all of the wireless stores in the area, trying to find out who's the best of the best. Awesome. Let me take your picture. I can get email on the wireless. So what separates you from the rest?
We have all the wireless devices, accessories, and rate plans, all under one roof, with unsurpassed service.
All-Star Wireless, all about choice. Call 888 New Service now.
It's all about choice.
No. Great. Now what am I gonna do? I hit a pole, sweetie.
You're okay, right?
Yeah, but who should we call?
Body by Mark.
Of course, Body by Mark.
Body by Mark, your first choice destination for all auto body work. Eco-friendly, owner-operated, 2 spray booths with over 120 years of combined work experience. Mention this ad and receive $200 off your next auto project.
Diet plan leaving you hungry? Call Seattle Sutton's Healthy Eating now. No gimmicks, no pills, no complicated systems. Just delicious meals. 3 meals a day, 7 days a week. You don't have to starve to lose weight. We cook the meal, we count the calories. You just eat and watch the weight melt away. Call 888-MEALS-21 now. Seattle Sutton's Healthy Eating. Your wait is over.
Hello everyone, I'm Jack Finley with Today TV, and tonight we're in Detroit, Michigan at the HopCat. And tonight we have the pleasure of watching the Go for Broke band from Greensboro, North Carolina, the Mantras, who are bringing to us a collaboration of a variety of music styles, including funk and, dare I say, pop, electronica, and jazz. And I'm going to introduce the band, let the band introduce themselves tonight. Brian, let's start with you.
To my left here is Julian Sizemore. He's the newest member of the band. He's a keyboard player and damn good at it. Also has some wonderful vocals. And I'm passing the mic to him now.
To my left here is Dustin Klein from Wilmington, North Carolina, and now living in Richmond, Virginia. But he is our light designer and projection mapper. Does a bunch of really cool visuals.
To my left here, we got Keith Allen, vocalist and guitar player, Mantras. Always cracking people up on the mic and bringing the good banter.
What's up, Detroit Rock City? To my right, we got the one and only Mr. Brent Vaughn.
Thank you. To my left is the newest member of our band, and a wonderful left-handed guitarist and songwriter. That is not true at all. All right. Everything I've said is a lie. But I'm just going to hand this off to my man Worm Dog, and we'll carry it on down the line.
Yo, I want to give a shout out to my sidekick Moose Jaw over there, Keith Allen, for introducing Brent. To my left is Justin Lowe. He is the master beat maker behind the drum kit. Phenomenal human being. Love him to death.
Thanks, Kenny. And over here we have holding it down on the low end, Mr. Brian Tyndall. Thank you.
All right, guys. All right, so the band's been together for a little over 12 years. Started in Greensboro, North Carolina. Been all over the country for the last dozen years or so. Brian, why don't you give us a little bit of the breakdown of the roots and how your music style formed?
Well, in the beginning, Keith Allen and I met in jazz performance school at UNC Greensboro. So you can definitely say that there's a lot of jazz thought process at the roots of our music. There's also a lot of individual as well as group improvisation. But ultimately, we all listen to a very, very eclectic amount of music, and our influences range from everywhere from Frank Zappa and J.S. Bach to what's new? Humphreys McGee and Mo. We just listen to a bunch of different stuff. I'm not sure what else to say to that.
Excellent. Well, there's a lot you can say. You've been doing it for long enough.
You don't want to hear me ramble that long.
All right, so the guys have been on the road for a number of years. They've got over 200 dates coming up this year. As far west as Colorado, maybe even further as the schedule develops, all up and down the East Coast from Vermont down to Florida. Brent, why don't you start telling us a little bit about your tour, and you guys can talk about the studio and the festival you have coming up this year.
So yes, this will be a very busy year for us. We're traveling up and down and everywhere. I'm keeping it. I like it. Doing a lot of festivals. It's going to be a big year for us in festivals. We're doing Wakarusa for the first time, which is very exciting. And, of course, throwing our own festival, Mantra Bash, that Keith will get to in a little while. But just trying to go out everywhere and play and do it. And other than that, working on our new record, which I'm going to hand the mic off to Kenny, and he's going to tell you about.
Well, we spent the whole winter building our own recording studio in Greensboro, and it's just come together so nicely. It's just a comfortable recording environment, a comfortable mixing environment, where we can pretty much do whatever we want whenever we want, and we're hoping that the end result will be something to put a timestamp or a mark on everything, and help project this scene into the future, I guess. Right. Yeah. We should be done recording by Mantra Bash, which Keith is way ready to tell you about now. What is Justin good? Why don't you take this, Moose Jaw?
I just want to say that J-Lo was supposed to talk about our style a little bit, and he never did. So I want to say Justin Lowe should talk about our style a little bit, maybe, so that he says something. Our style. So what stylistically, Justin, what can people expect to see here?
You never know what you're gonna hear when you come to a Mantra show. But stylistically, we range from rock to funk to a lot of fusion. I mean, I think when I joined the band, I was listening to pretty much only fusion, which is really bad, terrible. But I think there's a heavily influence in there. Like the Mahavishnu aspect is in there heavily. And we'll mix it up, try to keep it, funky and dancey for the kids out there, And we like to have a good time on and off stage, It's fun. Where are we at now, Keith?
Well, thanks, Jayla. Let's talk. I guess I could talk about Mantra Bash, right, Jack? Mantra Bash is a festival that we throw every year in the foothills of North Carolina. It's a very beautiful place that we throw it. There's a river that flows gently through the land about 50 feet from the stage. Very wonderful place to be down in North Carolina, Mantra Bash. We've had some really good bands. We've had Dope Pod before. We've had Talk. We've had a lot of bands, Particle. We've had Snarky Puppy. We've had Zugma. We've had Robert Walters before. We've had all sorts of bands, and of course we play several sets. We put our hearts and souls into the whole weekend, so it's definitely something to check out. mantrabash.com. Yeah, a lot of our show and the festival is a multimedia experience, as Justin said. You never know what you're gonna expect. You never know what you're gonna get. And a part of that has to do with the visuals and the lighting that we bring. And Dustin, I'm going to pass that off to Dustin over here, who is our lighting, projection, mapping genius. He can tell you a little bit about the projections and the visuals that he uses and what he does.
Yeah, I get the super fun pleasure of lighting the band and projecting funny videos behind them, animating, funny things like cats and dolphins, and my fellow band members being ridiculous and silly in their own way, which they do often, very often. So yeah, just try to bring a side of humor to it and make them look good the best I can. Lick good. Yeah, make them look good the best. No, look.
Dustin, do you still use the Wii remotes? A lot of people always ask us about the Wii remotes. There's a lot of interesting aspects to the visuals that you do. You don't just use traditional lighting, right? You use projections and stuff. Can you tell us a little bit about the projections, please?
Yeah, I run the projections using 2 Wiimotes and a Wii Fit and a desktop visualizer, the kind that you used to use and you see elementary school teachers using. And just kind of run it all through my computer. I use software like Modulate, Ableton Live, Mad Mapper, and gymnastics, yeah. And
this is what it is.
Really, we have gymnastics competition
Very hard
too.
to explain, nobody really knows what he does. But Julian, what does Julian like to do?
I like to party.
Yeah. The rest of these guys are married.
Most of these guys are married, but contrary to what Brent said earlier, I'm actually the baby of the band. Kenny is second youngest in the band, but it's okay. I'm often overlooked, so it's all right. But I guess I'll just wrap it up a little bit. We are a band on the road. We're actually a kind of a brotherhood on the road. We really live very close to each other, more days out of the year than we're at home. So we've really formed a really tight bond, and we fight like brothers, and we also play like we're brothers too. So it's all worth it when we release on stage, and I think we're all just really excited to be doing what we're doing and carry on for the future. So, yeah.
Hey, Julian, you've got quite a playlist lined up for you. You guys have talked about all the different styles and influences that you have. Tell us about what's on your playlist tonight and different categories of styles, some of the songs that you're playing, and any particulars about that you'd like to share.
Yeah, cool. Well, as Justin said, with the Mantras, you're always going to get something different each night. We try and track our set list to make sure that we don't repeat any songs when we return to cities, and we try not to repeat songs during runs also. So you're always going to get a different show whenever you come back to a Mantras show. And for instance, tonight we're going to be playing songs. I'm looking at the set list now, and we're playing songs ranging everywhere from traditional funk and kind of country, bluegrassy styles to metal and to pop, into some really weird dance music, and we're finishing up with some really hard metal. So, and we're gonna try and keep it like that. Variety, that's the Mantras. Amen.
So, Justin and Julian. Justin and Julian. All right, okay. Justin and Julian, Brian, Brent, Keith and Ken. And Dustin.
That's it. J-U-K-E-K-E-B-R-B-R.
My name is Jose Jimenez. All right. Can we all say that together?
No.
Dustin and Kenny and Keith, Brent and Brian and Julian. Dustin and Kenny and Keith, Brent and Brian and Julian.
Dustin and Keith,
Brent and Brian and
Julian.
Dustin and Kenny and Keith, Brent and Brian and Julian. Say what? Dustin and Kenny and Keith, Brent and Brian and Julian. Dustin and Kenny and Keith, Brent and Brian and Julian.
All right, thanks, guys. We'll be back after taking a look at the band on stage.
No! Great. Now what am I gonna do? I hit a pole, sweetie.
You're okay, right?
Yeah, but who should we call?
Body by Mark.
Of course, Body by Mark.
Body by Mark, your first choice destination for all auto body work. Eco-friendly, owner-operated, 2 spray booths with over 120 years of combined work experience. Mention this ad and receive $200 off your next auto project.
We're visiting all of the wireless stores in the area, trying to find out who's the best of the best. Awesome. Let me take your picture. I can get email on the wireless. So what separates you from the rest?
We have all the wireless devices, accessories, and rate plans, all under one roof, with unsurpassed service.
All-Star Wireless. All about choice. Call 888 New Service now.
It's all about choice.
No! Great. Now what am I gonna do? I hit a pole, sweetie.
You're okay, right?
Yeah, but who should we call?
Body by Mark.
Of course, Body by Mark.
Body by Mark, your first choice destination for all auto body work. Eco-friendly, owner-operated, 2 spray booths with over 120 years of combined work experience. Mention this ad and receive $200 off your next auto project.
Diet plan leaving you hungry? Call Seattle Sutton's Healthy Eating now. No gimmicks, no pills, no complicated systems. Just delicious meals. 3 meals a day, 7 days a week. You don't have to starve to lose weight. We cook the meal, we count the calories. You just eat and watch the weight melt away. Call 888-MEALS-21 now. Seattle Sutton's Healthy Eating. Your wait is over.